looking at me.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, what it do, Mr. Adventure here, or just call me Money Son or Mr. MA, but welcome back into another reaction video at your service. All right, so here's something I'm gonna do, and perhaps maybe this is gonna be the one time that I ever done. If you remember back in February 24th of last year, I've reacted to PinkFantasy, and which that was the music video Poison. What I did not know that was part 3 of the Alice in Wonderland of their visionaries, and which is that's something that I never knew about that. So this is my way to make it up to Arang Arang, and which he recommended me that I should check out part 1, 2, and 3. So that's what I'm going to be doing for tonight. So let's start off the first one of the beginning of the Alice in Wonderland, and this is called Iriwa. So let's do that. Let's make it happen, and more specifically, time to react.
I'm ready. I'm ready for you, so come to me. 이리와 그래 옳지. 이리와 그래 옳지. 이리와 적당히 안을 거래. White color plus 위로 살며시 비친 새빨간 눈빛에 I like that 섹시한 girl. It's me.
아이야.
아직 늦지 않았어. 너의 꿈 그곳에 망설이지만 넌 결국 오게 되지. 너 보이는 상상 속에 두지 마. Do you know 나를 따라와 trust me. 몸이 부실걸 나에게만 쏠리는 시선 필요 없어 나에겐 오직 너뿐이야. Tonight 오늘이 가기 전에 I'm ready for you, so come to me. 이리와 그래 너 다가와 그렇게 한 걸음씩 보는 거야. 여기 있잖아. 이리와 그래 옳지. 빨리 와봐. LOOKM 누구에게도 꿀리지 않아. 제니퍼 로렌스, 레이첼 맥아담스.
Okay.
Damn.
그런 예쁜 거야. So pretty. 누구든지 날 보면 who's they gone? 나에게만 쏠리는 시선 필요 없어 나에겐 오직 너뿐이야. Tonight 오늘이 가기 전에 I'm ready for you, so come to me. 이리와 그래 너 다가와
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. That video is, and I mean this out of respect, but that is so fly and hot at the same time, and that I kid you not that I'm blushing right at this moment. um, there's definitely a lot of cuteness is going on, and the contrast of this video, that basically it's all just cuddly and fluffy, and the rabbit. So, and hopefully it's not too late to say this, but the happy lunar day. But at the same time, this is how that you follow the white rabbit, and that's basically that you go once you follow, and if you saw a hole, and that basically that this is the point of no return. So the person that's wearing the rabbit mask, that's the Great King. Okay, I'll take that. All I get is hurry up, hurry and come, and that pretty in white and shining red. Yeah, that's the whole concept is all nothing but rabbit. Yeah, I totally get it, and yet that is a banger in my opinion, and it's all nothing but just very sassy beats, and that's a very uplifting and such of an upbeat, but it's all it together, but it's still pretty dope and very, and I mean this, very lovely, and that is just part one, and which is this is the beginning of getting down to that rabbit hole in the matter of speaking of that. So that's only the scratch of the surface. So let's go on with part two, and this is fantasy. So let's get it.
화려한 불빛 속에서
Okay. Catch, touch. You know, I was on the impression that this this music for fantasy is going to be a very a tender and a bittersweet of a very of a sorrow and in a mellow type, but it was from the beginning, and it started to get speed up a little bit and get that momentum that started to build up. Um, all I think about, all it just reminds me of the previous videos that's from Dreamcatcher when it comes to the rails of the guitar solo and the steady beats of the drumming that was really get that catch on. And that's technically that is a mix of all that is pop and hip hop at the same time, but with rock elements. I get that, but that is completely sweet, and it does give that quite a feel that you are in a fantasy world where all your dreams come true, and once you go there, there's no going back. And I think that's what I mean by once you fell into that rabbit hole, that you are going to be in an endless loop of all that is becomes that is a very a different a thin no a very fine thin line of what's real and what's fantasy, and mostly that's what's all that is dream. That's all that's going through of your mind. But correct me if I'm not mistaken. Did I see that the Great King is now black fur? Wait a second. I'm kind of curious though. Is this the same king? I don't know. I wish I have the answer to that. But all I will say that dreams do come true, and things can be a place that you just want to stay. But I have a feeling that that the next one is going to be even more complicated, and at the same time, it's just. Well, I think you get the idea where I'm going with this. But I will say, I dig the vibe of the song so far, and the sound and the music itself that gives it of a really such of a triumph, and that momentum that just keeps built up every single moments. And just even for the intermission, it still makes it that sound very profound, and it's just that pleasant. So that was fantasy. So Iriwa, which is that's the introduction and the concept of all that is of Rabbit and the Great King. The fantasy, that's where that all possible things that can happen into our mindset, and it's a never lasting. So now we get to the conclusion, in which is poison. So let's begin and let's make it happen. Here we go.
눈을 떠 마주한 darkness 세게 헤매이는 너 발버둥 쳐봐도 now it's time to late 이 시간이 지나버린다 틱톡 네 춤 속에 갇혀버린 너 Lock in 내가 속아줄게 이걸 말한 거야 break up game it's over go away 천사 같은 속삭임 뒤이어진 밤 짜릿함 속 건너여오는 숨통 시간을 멈춘 채 거침없이 날 충격해 freeze 네가 원했던 스릴러 틈새를 노려도 there's no escape 다 알고
was creepy.
현실인 줄 몰랐겠지 뒷게 넌 빠진 거야 양보한 걸 몰랐지 It's time to late 시간이 지나버린 틱톡 틱톡 속에 갇혀버린 너긴 점점 거칠어져 버린 눈빛 Wake up game is over go away 천사 같은 속삭임 뒤이어진 burn 속 건져 여우는 숨통 시간을 멈춘 채 거침없이 널 지겹게 freeze 네가 원했던 스릴러 틈새를 노렸어 There's no escape 다 알고 있잖아 네 모든 걸 바꿔버릴 신찬하게 순간을 녹여 날아다녀 해도 Can you escape I just wanna know 구름이 달을 가려버린 악몽 속에서 너를 밝혀줄 빛을 쫓아가려 거침없이 널 숨겨게 freeze 넌 이미 주목된 거야 벗어나려 해도 There's no escape 다 알고 있잖아 네 모든 걸 바꿔버릴 신찬하게 순간을 녹여 날아다녀 해도 Can you escape I just wanna know I just wanna know
That, my friends, that was part 3, and that is the conclusion of Alice in Wonderland. So, through the rabbit hole, the fantasy, and now I get to fully get the concept of what's going on with this video. And at that time of back in February, I didn't quite get it, but now it started to make a lot sense from all that dreams come true and becomes into a nightmare. And we're talking about all of the very dark and edgy that just comes to reality, in that what horror awaits us, and definitely that we can never get out, let alone try to wake up from all the dream that we're stuck on. And definitely this is what something that is so sexy and at the same time, but it does give the darker side, and that I guess maybe that I guess I liked how that it just one that is a beautiful swan or a flower that it just all gets tainted. That is all that is dark and blackness. So I fully get it, but yikes. Definitely that this is a whole lot of effort of giving of the version of what is going to be like of the Wonderland, that all that is that from fantasy, that what all that is dream, and then it comes into the nightmare. So this is the kind that I meant to say that, well, not really, but definitely this is the kind that you want to choose. You wanted to stay into of all that is dream, that still has that, the alluring of all that's fantasy, or that you just want to take it to the darker trip, and that's where the whole meaning of pick your poison. But I digress that, and again, the best thing about the song, and you have the guitars that just kills it. I mean, we're talking about just nailing it all through the riffs and the shreds, and I mean, it's just, I just love a good guitarist that just gives of a really good performance when it comes to when it comes to music and songs like that. And this just delivers it. So I think that's pretty much that's all. I just want to give my thoughts about this, because technically that this is the second time I get to listen to Poison, but this is I consider that I could treat this as a bonus, because I could just do with the two parts, but I wanted to make this right, or just make it fair, and just basically just react to all three parts. So Arang Arang, if you are watching this video, just to let you know that was for you, my man. So hopefully that just makes your day. And if there is any other suggestion from PinkFantasy, just let me know, and I will do another reaction. And also, just to remind that I'm still new to this group, but it is nice to be back into it. And I will work on get back on with Dreamcatcher. And if there is new videos, just let me know, so that way I can try to catch up, but at the same time try to get back on the trilogy. But for now, I think I just wanted to just call it in a night, and hopefully that I will have a pleasant dreams. If it turns out to be nightmares, I will be sweating a lot. But that was Iriwa, Fantasy, and Poison of the three parts of the Alice in Wonderland by PinkFantasy. So hit the like button, and also leave a comment down below, and I will catch y'all in the next video. So take care, guys. Have a good night. Have a good morning. And most of all, be blessed. Arigato goisamashita. Take care, and matane.